I was looking for something that would be outside the box and say camogie clubs and GAA clubs are not just about the sport. It's about looking at your environment. But I just thought it was a fantastic initiative to be involved in particular in partnership with our male counterparts in the club.
We're surrounded by water. We have 2 rivers flowing beside the club. We're actually below the level of high tide, so that the impact of the rivers on our club's environment, and sometimes even in flooding our pitches historically, has been very, very significant. So we were very conscious of looking at both our own usage of water, but also the appreciation of water because of the natural environment of the rivers and the special areas of conservation right beside us. In 2020, I think we started the project. Things like getting a water meter installed to check to see what sort of usage we were dealing with.
We found we had a huge water bill. It was over €3,000, so for a small club, you know, it's a lot of money. It just didn't add up. I mean, how could we have such a bill? So obviously it was a leak that was underground, but because the meter wasn't visible, you know, we didn't detect that leakage. We basically got in contact with the local council who provided us with a water meter. We got our local plumber to install it. It's now visible, it's above ground, I suppose, so we're much more conscious now of the water that we use, especially with playing season back on track and dressing rooms and showers being used. You know, it's important that we all manage our water, and if there is a problem, we can now see it.
We took very simple steps, things like testing the quality of the water in the drains to see if we were impacting on the water coming off the pitches, and use some funding as well from the project to do things like putting water butts, taking the rainwater from the roofs of the building. We also managed to register a couple of taps that we have with just basic drinking water on the refill tap map. So if you're walking past here and you have your phone and you're looking for a nearby source of drinking water, we're on that map now as well. The perimeter walk is here for the last few years, and we decided that that was a fantastic viewing opportunity for people to see the impact of water on the environment, and to see how the natural environment, the willow trees, alder trees, sometimes even things like otters and other animals crossing your path. So we put some signage up at various points and some seats on that walkway, and it's proving a really, really popular walk, and we're just enhancing it a little bit with the extra information about the water.
We met and started thinking about the different things the club could do in terms of water conservation, water protection, water quality, biodiversity, and I suppose general kind of communication of the ethos of the Green Club programme as well. And you know, when you see best practice, you know, in local clubs and stuff like that, you can think of maybe we should be doing this somewhere else, or I should be doing it at home or on my farm or whatever it is as well. The senior classes in the school came out and we actually did kick sampling in the river with kids, and you know, looking at the different mayflies and the stoneflies and what that means then for water quality. So often people in this area talk about the bigger things like the salmon and the trout, but understanding that they wouldn't be there only for these smaller creatures.
The drainage of the pitches themselves is a major issue, and about 25 years ago the club was involved in an initiative to plant ash trees with the hope of making hurleys from them. Now, the ash trees haven't turned into hurleys yet, and we're suffering from an ash dieback problem as well. But I will say that the impact that the tree plantation of maybe a couple of thousand trees at the bottom end of our pitches has had is that it has definitely helped the drainage of the pitches, enhancing the quality of the playing surfaces when they're at such a low level because the trees are helping the drainage. We were delighted to liaise with Sustainable Living Ireland. That mural was done for us with Living Moss by AGA. It's there now for the last year and a half, and it's a lovely little feature. The priority of any GAA club is to train its teams and to win matches and win championships. So we didn't want to try and put this project in headlights and have people say, what's all that about? And you know, that's not where we're at. But we've done it nice and steadily, step by step. And I think people have engaged well with us, and so we've certainly done some things that will benefit the club.
We have to start in clubs, be they camogie clubs, be they ladies football clubs, whatever clubs you're talking about, just looking after the future for the next generations and helping to further educate girls and boys and men and women and continue the work that's been done in schools. This is something small, that we can do and we need to be more conscious about, and then you can build from there.